Yo, welcome back to Run the Ropes Media Podcast.
Yeah.
And man, you
Today.
my man Break called me today
Yep.
as literally as I was on the phone, I just pulled up Twitter and I see it on my phone and then I get him to call me and we literally
I'm
like
like, bro,
reacted to
Hulk
it
Hogan
together.
died, bro. Like
Man,
it's still it's a shock, man. And like a lot of mixed reviews, like we've mentioned, since it's crazy. Um I'm just going off of this, Dylan. Again, as a wrestling fan, like we ain't colorblind, bro. I'm a black man in America right now, so a lot of the stuff that I'm privy to that I didn't know earlier, y'all was definitely taken aback. But I'm like, dang, bro, Hogan was out here wilding like that. But I this is Run the Ropes Media podcast. It's wrestling, and and I was mentioning to Dylan, like I didn't follow Hulk Hogan. Like I wasn't a Hulkamaniac. Never have claimed to be. Never was. So like I didn't follow him outside of just like some of the things that he did. I did hear about like the stuff with The Rock. And I thought like they squashed it. You know what I'm saying? I thought The Rock and Hogan squashed whatever. But like a lot of the other stuff, again, I wasn't privy to, but again, it doesn't take away what he did for this industry. As far as, again, there wouldn't be any Runner Ropes Media. It wouldn't be no TNA wrestling. It wouldn't be no Impact Wrestling. It wouldn't be no AEW, WWE, WCW, ECW, NW. Like a lot of that stuff was ran off the back of Hogan, bro. So again, as far as Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, coming down to the ring from Venice Beach, California, you know what I'm saying? Like that guy, like you gotta respect with. And it's so and it's so weird now because he's passed. It's almost just like it don't feel like Chris Benoit, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like dang, like like man, like I can't say I'm shocked. I can't say like as far as like the reaction, I can't say like people shouldn't feel anyway, how they feel regarding, Hulk Hogan personally. I didn't know him personally. I just watched him on TV. So that's basically what I'm going off of. Um, but like, man, again, we wouldn't have some of our favorite superstars today if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, bro. So again, y'all caught the live earlier. Y'all pretty much heard basically what I have to say. I'm really trying to see what Dylan had to say because we didn't really talk. We talked, but like it's processing now. You know what I'm saying? So like how you feeling, bro? Like from our conversation from the live, like no, it's Hulkamania. Like it's just crazy because he's the immortal. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I'm going off of that. Just the childhood of Hulk Hogan, the immortal. When you think of immortal, that's supposed to live on forever, bro. But like how it's looking now, I don't know if Hulkamania gonna live on forever, bro. Like like we shall see. But go ahead.
yeah, it's weird because like you know, when some of your heroes, right, like do certain things that are like inexcusable, you always kind
Yeah.
of feel like, man, now I don't know how I feel about that guy, but how I felt about him originally before all that stuff was,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
it kind of taints your view of it a little bit, you know? So that is the unfortunate side of Hulk Hogan, right? That's always going to be there. But as far as wrestling, man, I mean, you could just say cultural icon,
Yeah.
plain and simple. I mean, he literally transcended the sport of wrestling, crossed over into pop culture. I mean, he was literally probably the biggest name in entertainment or even in the world at one
Yeah.
point in the 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's almost like you talk about wrestling larger than life characters and
Hmm.
these figures that you see on the screen. This guy was
It's like Hulk Hogan was the first.
he was one
He,
of the
he,
most
he was the
famous
he
people in
was
the
the
world.
blueprint. He was the blueprint of what a professional wrestler what they wanted him
Yes,
to be. You know what I'm
correct.
saying? Like the Beatles in a sense, bro. And that's why behind closed doors, me and Dylan, we discussed our Mount Rushmore. And still like I'm not gonna tell y'all who had who. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna still do that video, but like if you don't have him on the again,
He has to be the number one pick on anybody's Mount Rushmore.
yeah,
It,
bro.
it, it shouldn't even be debated. I mean, again, personal feelings aside, what he did after the fact, you know, again, inexcusable. You can feel however you want to feel about that stuff, but just as far as you talk about Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling, he has to be the number one draft pick
Number one.
because
That's
he's literally like he made wrestling, man. You know, you think about it, it's like he transcended everything. And man, I mean, WWE would have went out of business a long time ago if it was not for Hulk Hogan.
and then you want to know something funny? WCW would have went out of business if it
Correct?
wasn't for Hulk,
Yes.
and that just shows, and that's why I said earlier today, you know, just Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, it was the first. Then you had your Austin 316s.
Yep.
Then you had your Rocks, your Triple H, your Undertakers, your John Cena's, you know. But that man is dang near like the blueprint,
Yeah.
you know, as far as a superstar in professional wrestling. Like you got certain people who reach their aura or who reach that like untouched. It's almost, bro. To me, it's almost just like like I don't
Well,
know.
you just said it perfectly. Superstar. He was the
Yeah,
very first
the first
superstar in
superstar. Like you
professional
had
wrestling.
Andre. Andre was what do they like to call it? Like how they trying to use almost. What was an attraction? You know,
Yes.
like Andre the Giant was an attraction. Hulk Hogan was a superstar.
Hmm.
And that's no disrespect, you know, to Andre, but it's just as far as like the level, the magnitude of
Yep.
Hulkamania, bro, that was worldwide. Austin 316 worldwide. John Cena worldwide. Like these guys were, I mean, The Rock too, but again, it's levels.
Hmm.
Who like were you sitting at that throne? And how long were you sitting on that throne, man, too? But you know,
You gotta
yeah,
remember Hulk
yeah.
Hogan in Japan too was like a massive star. You know, again, it just it goes to show how big he was across the world. I mean, then not even to mention like the stuff that he did in movies
Yeah.
and his television reality show Hogan Knows Best. Like
Hmm.
all that stuff just transcended professional wrestling and like as you said, it put it on the map. I mean, again, it's such a weird feeling,
Yeah,
you
it's a
know?
weird space. It's a weird space. Like,
And then just hearing, people talk about him. I saw a video on Twitter of Ric Flair crying, saying that he helped give money to Ric Flair when his son Reed passed away. Like you hear some of that stuff, and you're like, all right, maybe it's like he did horrible, said horrible things, did horrible things, but on the other side, he also did some good things with people that he cared about personally as well. And then you had Vince come out and say the greatest of all time.
I was waiting for us to read that. I was waiting on us to read it, bro.
You want me to
And
pull
that's
it up
why I
and
didn't
read the whole
say
thing?
that. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Because Vince basically just said that was the number. He's the number one WWE guy of
Yes.
all, and we know how close Vince is with Taker, how close he is with Austin. But again, like, go ahead, read it, bro. Go ahead, read it.
Yeah, and I'll pull it up on the screen for you guys as well, to read along. He tweeted out, "The world lost a treasure today. Hulk Hogan was the greatest WWE superstar in all caps, all time. Someone who was loved and admired around the world. He was a trailblazer, the first performer who transitioned from being a wrestling star into a global phenomenon.
Yep.
His grit and unbridled thirst for success were unparalleled and made him the consummate performer. He gave everything he had to the audience whom he appreciated, respected, and loved. He leaves us with one of his favorite expressions: train, take your vitamins, and say your prayers. Today we pray for him." You know?
And you know another thing, Dylan, I just feel like his last moments too. It's just like everything was just bad. You get what I'm
Cor
saying, bro? Like it was.
Yeah,
It's not like he went out with like Ultimate Warrior. When Ultimate Warrior he gave his speech, he
man.
passed the next day. Like that was his curtain call. He that was his curtain call. But then again, like I mean,
It
When
was bad, I mean, they kinda put him out there to promote his beer. People already felt a certain way. They were in Los Angeles. Obviously, he was a big Trump supporter as well, so that didn't
Mhm.
help him at
Yeah,
all being
yeah,
on the.
and even you brought it up. Even Trump, posting about him
He
today
did.
too,
Yeah.
like like
Hey, Trump, you guys gotta remember too, Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer, man.
I'm about to say, take you back to what was that, WrestleMania 23. But
Yeah.
yeah, again, y'all. At this moment, I'm putting personal and feelings aside, bro, and I'm just looking at him as a wrestler. How I feel personally, I'll deal with that personally, But as far as just Hulk Hogan, a superstar, bro, like he was the one, he was the first, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like, obviously, I didn't grow up in the '80s, right? So I
Me
didn't I
neither,
didn't
bro.
I
So
didn't
like, I'm,
I
I'm
didn't
I'm looking at it just like, dang, like most of me watching Hulk Hogan was like late 90s, early 2000s. So it's just all glorified, just Hogan's career. And this
Yep.
is who Hulk Hogan is. Like, again, I didn't, who I'll wear the shirt every day. Bro, I met him wearing this shirt. So y'all are, bro, if this was Stone Cold, this would be a whole different feeling. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like Stone Cold is to me who Hulk Hogan is to a lot of other people. Like
Mhm.
Stone Cold is my goat. You know what I'm saying? So again, Hulk Hogan on a personal, damn, bro, you messed up. Like
Yeah.
I see why Muggs is at your head, and I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame him. But from a wrestling side, Hulk Hogan started it, dog. So that's what we got, bro. And
And again and ag
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Okay.
I was about to
I was
say,
just
even like, I was about to just say real quick, bro, and even like Triple H, like, it got to be a tough week, bro. Lost
Mhm.
Ozzy, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he was close to Hogan, bro. I feel like I even mentioned the match the other either earlier Triple H versus Hulk Hogan Backlash 2002.
Yep.
Hogan beat him for the championship. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Damn, Hulk Hogan, bro. I just you wouldn't just imagine getting a phone Hulk Hogan dead. Like Hulk Hogan, like Hogan, bro. Like it's just one of them still like shocking moments, just as a wrestling fan, y'all.
100%. And I was just gonna say, like I said, I didn't grow up in the '80s, even, the early '90s, right? I was born in '97, so I had to watch a lot of the stuff later. Obviously, y y everybody that's the thing too about, like, Hulk Hogan itself is, like, everybody knows Hulk Hogan, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
it's such a weird thing. It's
Even
not
if
like
you didn't watch wrestling like
that's
faithfully,
what I'm
bro,
talking about. You
you
know
know what I'm
who
saying?
he
It's
is.
just one of them people where you have a picture of him and you walking down the street, like you ask 100 people. Out of that 100, at least 90 people gonna know who that is. Even
100%.
this generation, this younger, you're gonna know who
Yep.
he is. So as far as like that global, that coach, that wrestling cultural impact, bro, like bro, it's almost like one of the founding fathers of
It is, it
this
is.
type of wrestling leaving, bro. Like you only got four on the Mount Rushmore, and again, one of them is gone. And I was just kind of laughing, bro. Um, when I seen Vince make this, I'm like, watch Vince outlive all of them, bro. Watch
Man.
Vince just gonna outlive all of them, bro. And I say that in a funny way just because one, Vince McMahon was very, very close to a lot of these guys. And they always just say it's always the one you don't expect. Like nobody
Mhm.
expected Michael Jackson from the
Yeah.
Jackson Five to go first. It's just one of them unexpected. They was like Joe Jackson was gonna survive all his kids. Granted, he didn't, but that's how I'm looking like these are Vince McMahon kids
Yeah.
in a sense. Undertaker, Stone Cold, like these are people that's like under his wing, man. So to me, it's just a sad day as far as just the history of professional wrestling.
100%. I mean, it's just sad in general, right? I mean, um, yeah, I mean, I will say this, as big as he was in the '80s, I still think WrestleMania 18, him versus The Rock, is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
You know which one I'm saying? The one right before it,
I know,
WrestleMania 17. That WrestleMania 17 was a
but
tough one.
but why I say that, bro, is, man, that atmosphere, there has never been an atmosphere in a WrestleMania match like
Yeah.
there was Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. You talk about the audience just flipping the script
Yeah,
on
yeah.
all of it, bro.
Yeah.
Hogan was
And
more
I
over
think,
than he was in the '80s.
bro, and I think even Triple H said, he was like, bro, how are we supposed to go on
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
a match like that, bro? Like
Yep.
it was and see those are my memories of Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Those. Granted, you was 5 at the time, Dylan.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is
I'm just
you
thinking about like
you
how
know
we
what's
remember
funny
wrestling like
you know
that
what's
at
funny
such a young
about
age.
wrestling for me personally, like, and we could always dive into, like, how we both got introduced to
Hmm.
wrestling, right? But, like, when I got introduced to wrestling, right, again, I was born in '97, so I think the very first time I ever saw anything wrestling on my screen was Undertaker versus Randy Orton. But your boy made his
Hmm.
parents go out and buy all the DVDs.
Yeah, I'm
So
with you.
I didn't just watch it as it was happening. Man, I went back and
Heck,
I was
yep,
literally living the Attitude
yep,
Era like I
yep.
was part of the Attitude Era, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
and it's so funny that it's just so funny that like some of our fond memories are way before like our time in a
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, early on the live, like my grandmother, like God rest her soul, she passed in 2007. She put me on the wrestling, bro. So like I said, my very first like sit down moment of me remembering wrestling was WrestleMania 6.
Mhm.
My grandmother was a huge Dusty Rhodes, huge Hulk Hogan fan. So guess what? If she was sitting down watching it, I was watching it too.
Yep.
And then once Hogan era passed, she was a big Stone Cold fan. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? My grandmother was a huge and I feel like a lot of her wrestling love just went through me, bro, and I just ran with it, man. Like she would be so disappointed in Chris Benoit because that was her. It was Stone Cold and Benoit were her guys, boy. As far as just like good wrestling, just good physical. My grandma will pick Chris Benoit any other day. So Benoit, you let her down, man. But she was a huge Hogan fan as well.
You know
And
what's funny about you saying that is in order for me to watch the pay-per-views, because we gotta remember, this was before all streaming stuff,
yeah,
I'd have to go to my grandparents' house to watch the pay-per-views because they were the only
it's my
ones who
grandma.
could
Oh,
get
my
it.
grandma, bro. Like my parents, we ain't had cable. So going over to my grandma's house, bro, she had cable. Bro, I was her favorite. So I'm like, grandma, like I call her Gramps. Like it's Sunday, no mercy coming on, so we gotta order it. And she be like, I ain't gonna get it in 5 minutes in the pay-per-view. Back, bro. This is back in you have to call. You have
Oh,
to call
man.
the company, call Comcast, like, I want to order this pay-per-view, $29.99.
Yeah,
So like that's how deep my love for rest. So that's why it's tough for me, to just be like, dang, bro, because this is what I grew up on. This is who my grandma put me on to. So it's just like, dang, bro, like we lost Hulk Hogan today.
yeah,
So yeah, it's a tough one, bro. I ain't ready for the day, Austin, but I ain't ready for that day, man. So I
yeah.
need Stone Cold to stay on that ranch, enjoy his life with them cats, become an old man because, bro, like some of these superstars, like, bro, we watch them more than some of our parents, or you know what I'm saying, bro. Like wrestling saved a lot of people, and just a lot of people, it was their outlet,
Yeah, it's
bro.
an
So like,
escape.
it was their escape, man. So, dog, this is a wild day.
Yeah.
This gonna be one of them days. I'm like, bro, like 3 years from now, I'm like, bro, you remember when Hogan Pal? We was on a literally. I'm calling you as you
Yeah, I
looking at
know.
it, bro. Like it's
I
just one of the
know.
moments. Where were you when you
Yeah.
know the Hulkster passed? So
It's
dang.
so true, so yeah, I mean, listen, the internet is a wild place, right? So, it's kind of a mixed bag. Everybody is either negative or
Mm-hmm.
mourning or whatever, but, yeah, I mean, put your guys' thoughts down below in the comments section. What did, watching Hulk Hogan, mean to you?
Yeah.
If you guys were around that time when he was out there in his prime, or
His
even if he
legacy.
his
What
legacy.
his legacy? Where be WWE is of course paying tribute but Hulk Hogan's already in the Hall of Fame, so we ain't got to worry about somebody else doing another speech or anything like that. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's see how the fans react tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's see how. Of course, they got to do something for Hulk Hogan. So let's see how the fans react to wrestling. To whatever news WWE does a tribute show, however they may do. Let's see how they let's see how they react to it.
Yeah. Yep. So again, guys, if you guys are new around here to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. We're gonna have a bunch of more content for you guys in the coming weeks. Again, next week the WWE Unreal series comes out as well. We're gonna be doing a little mini series on that.
Hmm.
We're gonna have SummerSlam predictions. We got Friday Night
Oh,
SmackDown
oh, hey,
tomorrow.
we still on the wrestling, y'all.
Oh yeah,
We still got that content for y'all. So hey, make sure today is a sad day as far as wrestling goes, wrestling history, but we gonna make sure that we still hit y'all with that entertaining content.
yes sir. So other than that, man, got your boy Dylan,
Got your boy Break.
and we're out.
Peace.
Peace.